Hello viewers, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Presenting to you this tutorial, I'm your tutor Patrick Divine. That is my name there, tutor Patrick Divine. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to derive the formulas for the sum and product of the alpha and beta expressions. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and share the link to other groups, or should I say friends, where you think this lesson may benefit them. Okay, so we are going to solve these questions. So you might be at UNZA, at CBU, at Copperbelt University, Mulungushi, or any other university, but for as long as you are under natural sciences, this is your mathematics. This is your mathematics. So suppose you have a question, you want to ask me a question, you can actually inbox me on this line. So this line, it is the WhatsApp line and also a direct call line that I use. So this is my WhatsApp line. So my WhatsApp line is 0975334778 plus 26097533478. So you might have an assignment that you want us to solve with you. Okay, so we actually solve assignments at a fee. You can inbox me if you want to get in touch with me. That is my line there. I'm a tutor Patrick Divine. Okay, so we are going to learn how to derive the formulas for the sum and product of alpha and beta expressions. So now, the formula, what is the sum? What do you think the sum is? So the sum is the addition of certain numbers, is the addition of two or more certain numbers, is the addition, it is plus, okay? Addition, it is what? It is plus. Then sum, multiplication, okay? So then, addition, it is the sum. Then the product, so sum is what? Addition. Then the product is what? Multiplication, okay? The product is what? Multiplication. So this is what you need to know. So the sum is what? Is addition. Then the product is what? Is multiplication. Okay, so now how does these formulas look like? Okay, what is the formula for the sum? What is the formula for the sum? So the symbol for alpha. So you need to know first the symbol for alpha and the symbol for what? For beta, like that. You need to know the symbol for alpha and the symbol for beta. So the symbol for alpha is denoted by this symbol. Okay, this is the symbol for alpha. Then this for the symbol for beta, the symbol for beta is this one. That's B, and there's something like this. So let me just write them like this. Let me write them like this so that you understand very well. So the symbol for alpha, okay? This is L. The symbol for alpha is this symbol. That is the symbol for alpha. Suppose you know this symbol and you've been seeing it on the HIV symbol, okay? That is the symbol for alpha. Then the symbol for beta, okay? The symbol for beta. The symbol for beta, it is this B. You write this, you write it like this. So it is a B that has something like that, okay? So that is the symbol for beta. That is a symbol for what? For beta, like that. All right. So now, how do these formulas look? So the sum. So we are saying that the sum, we are finding the formula for the what? The sum, and the formula for the what? For the product. I said that the sum is addition. Sum means addition. So sum means what? It means addition, meaning that it is adding this and that. Okay, so the sum, it is adding alpha plus beta. Okay, that is the sum. That is the formula. That is the sum. That is the sum. That this is what they mean, the sum. Then the product, meaning that we are multiplying this and that one. We are multiplying the alpha and what? The beta, like that. So the sum or the product, it is like this, multiplied by that. When two numbers are attached together, mean that they are multiplying, or when they are in the bracket, let's say there is 2, there is multiplied by what? By 2, like that. So these numbers which are in the bracket, they are multiplying here. So even if you put them like this, 2 multiplied by 2, like that, or should I say 2 multiplied by x? So should I say 2x, like this? So when you find the value of x, let's say when you find the value of x, the value of x is 2, then you will just replace it and multiply. Okay, so the symbol for alpha, for beta, is this one. So you must know the symbol for beta is this one. The symbol for alpha is that one. So for the product, I said that for the product is alpha multiplied by beta, like this. That is the symbol for, that is this is the product. Okay, so this is the product. The product. This is the what? The sum. So now I want to show you how we derive these formulas. So at the end of this lesson, we need to find the formula for the sum and the formula for the what? For the product. So the formula for the sum, it has to be this is the sum alpha plus beta. Okay, alpha plus beta is equal to negative b over what? Over a. This is the formula. So at the end we should find this formula. As the sum. This is the sum. Then at the end of this findings, we need to find the formula for the product. So for the product, this is the product. We have to find the what? Negative c over what? Over a. This is the formula that we are supposed to find. So now we need to know how they came up with these formulas, these two formulas. How they came up with these formulas. That is what we are trying to do. So the question comes. So they'll ask you that, show how the formulas for alpha and beta were derived. So that is how they will ask you the question. Show how this formula and that formula was derived. So now how was it derived? So this is what I want to show you now, how it was derived. Okay, so how it was derived. So you know that this is negative a over b, or negative b over a. Then this is negative c over a. So now let's see how this was derived. Let's see how this can be derived. So we use this same board. Okay, so these two formulas, they are derived using the formula method for a quadratic equation. The formula method for a quadratic equation. So the formula method for a quadratic equation, it looks like this. X is equal to negative b positive or negative root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so this is how it looks like. This is the formula for the quadratic equation. The formula method, we call it a formula method. So we use this same formula to derive the alpha and beta, the sum of the alpha and beta and the product of alpha and beta. Okay, so let's use this formula. So now the thing that you need to know here, there are two answers here. There is this positive and this negative. When something shows like this, let's say when you have the answers x is equal to positive or negative, let's say negative 5. Okay, meaning that there is x is equal to, there are two answers, meaning that there is x is 5, is positive 5, or x is what? Is negative 5 here. Okay, it is the same applies as this, meaning that there are two answers here. There is the one that is positive and the one that is what? That is negative, that is carrying the negative part, and the other one that is carrying the positive part. Okay, so now you need to say let alpha, okay, let alpha be the positive part, positive part. Okay, let alpha be the positive part, and let beta be the negative, okay, the negative part. Are we together? I hope you are following me very well. I hope you are following me very well. So the alpha, what you need to know is that the alpha, it is the one that carries the positive part there. Then the beta, it is the one that carries the what? The negative part there. The beta is the one that carries the what? The negative part here. Okay, so I hope you are understanding everything. So these were the points to note on this. Okay, these were the points to note on that question. Okay, so now, so meaning that here we'll say alpha. Okay, so we'll say alpha like this, alpha. We'll replace x by alpha. Okay, replace x with by what? By alpha. So alpha is equal to negative b. So we said that alpha is the positive, is the one that gets the positive part. So we get the positive part. Okay, so we leave the negative. The negative is for beta. We leave the negative simply because the negative is for beta. So we'll write our formula as b squared minus 4ac like that over 2a. So this is the alpha. Now how about the beta? How about beta? So I'll use a different marker for beta. So beta, okay, so for beta like that is equal to, is the same one, so it is negative b. So now here we get the negative. Okay, we get the what? We get the negative. So negative, okay, this is the negative root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, over 2a. That is for beta. That is for beta. That is what I mean. That is what I mean. And this is what you need to be doing as you are solving. This is what you need to be doing as you are solving like that. So now we are saying the sum. We are trying to find the what? The sum and the product. We said that the sum is to add alpha plus what? Plus beta. That is what we are looking for. That let's find the sum first. Let's find the sum first. So we said that the sum is adding this plus this. That is the sum. So mean that we are adding this formula plus this formula. Okay? We are adding this formula plus this formula. So this is just the same formula. This is just the same formula, but here, the different part is here. There is a negative, here there is a positive. Okay? So we are adding this part and this part. Okay? So let's add alpha. Okay? Let's add alpha plus what? Alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta. So what is alpha plus beta? What is alpha plus beta? So let me create some more space on this part. Let me create some more space on this part. So we say alpha plus, okay, let me use a different marker here. So this is beta, like that, beta. Then I will use this marker to demarcate them, plus beta, like that. Okay, I'll do it that way. Okay, alpha plus beta, alpha plus beta. So this beta, it is like this. Okay, so now we know that alpha, so we'll say equals is equals. So we know that alpha, it is this part. Okay, alpha, it is this formula that has a positive here. Then beta, it is this part that has a negative here. So we write alpha as this one. So write alpha, so we replace this alpha, okay, this alpha here by this formula. So the formula for alpha, it is what? Negative b plus root of b squared minus 4ac, okay, over 2a. Okay, then we said we are demarcating the 2 by the sign. We are adding. This is the sum that we are looking for. This is the sum. So the sum is addition. The sum is what? Is addition. Plus, okay, so plus this is beta. So we're getting the formula for beta, this one. So that is negative. So when there's a negative sign, we put like this. So let me just use a blue marker as well to show you that this is alpha, this is beta. So here it will be negative. We are copying this formula, negative b. There is a minus here for beta. The square root of b squared minus 4ac. Okay, this is a c. Then over 2a. Okay, like that, like that. Okay, so now we need to add. We are adding these two. Okay, we are adding these two. So when you look at here, there is a positive and a negative sign here, which are here. So means that when you need to multiply positive times negative. So positive times negative. What is positive times negative? So positive times negative, you find that the answer is what? The answer is negative. Positive times negative, the answer is what? Is negative. So let's just put a negative here to avoid creating more space. Okay, so put negative, because positive times negative, it is equal to what? Negative when you are multiplying different signs. Yeah, that's how you do with it. That's how you deal with it. So here, if you look at this one, this is just a fraction. This is just a fraction. It's just the same thing as when we put 2 over 3 minus 4 over 2, like that. Okay, this is what it is here. And you know how to find the fraction. You introduce the common factor, like that. So that is how we are going to solve this. That is how we are going to solve this. So here we write like that. Okay, so here we know that the common factor, it is what? The common factor between 2a and 2a, it is what? It is the same 2a, like that. Okay, it is the same 2a, like that. So now we say a into 2a, it is just 1. Okay, a into 2a, you find that the answer is what? Is 1. So a goes into, or 2a into 2a goes, 2a goes into 2a one time. So now you multiply that one by everything up here. These are fractions. So these two are fractions. So a into a goes one time. then 1 multiplied by everything up here. This is what we do with fractions. So a goes into 2a goes into 2a one time, then we multiply that with 1, so meaning that it is just the same one. Okay, so when you multiply this times 1, it is just going to give you this same answer. So meaning that it's going to give you what? Negative b plus root of what? Root of b squared minus 4ac, like that. This is the answer that it will give you. Then this minus, you put it, okay, you put the minus, this minus, you put the minus, okay, then 2a into 2a, just 1. So 1 times this part, it is going to give you that same one. So it will be what? b minus root of b squared, okay, minus 4ac, like that. That is what it is going to give you. So now from here, you collect the like terms. You collect the like terms. From there, you collect the like terms. So if you can see that b, negative b, this one, it is a like term of what? Of b here. Okay, so this b is a like term of this b, and also this square root is a like term of that square root here. So this square root is a like term of that square root here. So here we are going to correct the like terms. So this is negative b, okay, so we're going to say that is negative b, okay, negative b, like that, negative b. Then this, when you're collecting the like terms, you get together with its sign. So this is also negative what? Negative b. So it is going to be negative what? Negative b, like that. Okay, that is negative b, like that. Then you come to this one again. This one, it is a like term of that one here. So this square root, it is positive, okay, it is positive. So you get together with each sign. Get together with each sign. Don't make mistakes. So this, it is positive root of what? B squared minus 4ac, okay. Then it is a like term of this one here. So this one is negative b, negative root of what? B squared minus 4ac, okay, like that. Then this whole thing, it is what? It is divided, okay, this whole thing, it is divided by this 2a. Don't forget, by this 2a, okay, by 2a. This was the common factor that we had found, okay. So this is what you need to do, like that. Okay, so now you know that. So when you reach here, you can now add or subtract this. So this is negative b minus negative b. Negative b minus negative b, they are going to the negative sign. So meaning that we are adding these two. So meaning that you are going to have negative what? Negative 2b, like that. This part here, it is going to give you negative 2. Now how about this part? How about this part here? What is it going to give you? So this is positive this and negative that, okay. So let's say, for instance, you have positive 2x, okay, positive 2x. Then this is, so let's just say this is positive 2x, this is negative 2x, okay. These are just the same, this one and that one, they are just the same. Let's say they are like this. What is the answer? So the answer here, it is what? The answer, it is 0. The answer is 0. Meaning that the same way this can give us 0, it is the same way that this can give us 0. So this part, it is just the same as this is positive, okay, this is negative. So it is just the same as 0, like that. Even if you want, you can't write it, so that is 0. So what has remained is just this part here. So you are going to put it as positive 2a, okay, positive 2a. So that is positive 2a, that is positive 2a, okay, that is positive 2a. So don't forget, remember we are finding what? We are finding alpha plus beta, like that. So we found that alpha plus beta is equals to what? Is equals to negative 2b, okay? So we found that alpha and beta is what? Is negative 2b over what? Over 2a. This is what we have found, okay? This is what we have found. So now this, you can divide. So 2 positive 2 into negative 2. The answer it is going to give you, so this one goes like that. So the answer when this one goes, this is negative b over what? Over a. So this is the answer. So this is how they derived alpha plus b. This is how they derived the sum. So this is how we derive the what? The sum. That is how you derive the sum. Okay? That is how you derive the sum. So now how do you derive the product? How do you derive the product? So this is the answer here. I hope you are understanding. If you have questions, ask. Ask me. I'll explain again. I hope you've gotten that one. So that's how we derive the sum. Here there's just 2a like that. Okay. So we already know that the one for the beta is the one that has negative, then for the alpha is the one that has a negative. So now we are asked now to derive the product. So the product is what? The product is alpha like this multiplied by what? By beta, like that. Alpha multiplied by what? By beta. So alpha multiplied by beta, how are we going to multiply this? Okay, so how are we going to multiply this? Let me write it here to create more space. How are we going to multiply this? So this is alpha multiplied by what? By beta, like that. So alpha multiplied by beta. So the one that has a negative sign, that has a positive sign, it is the alpha. Okay, so this is the alpha that has a positive sign. So it has a positive sign, then root of what? B squared minus 4ac, like that, over 2a, like that. Then we are multiplying it. So we are multiplying it by, so the bracket shows multiplication sign, okay? So the bracket shows the multiplication sign. We are multiplying it by negative b, negative root of b squared minus 4ac, okay, over 2a. So we are multiplying, okay? So we are multiplying like that, okay? So now this is what? This is alpha. This is alpha beta, like that. This is alpha beta, like that. Multiplication. So here, if you look at here, you are multiplying bit by bit, step by step, okay? So you are multiplying this whole thing by that whole thing. So now how do you multiply? So this is just negative times negative, okay, like that. Negative times negative. So negative times negative, it will give you what? It will give you positive, like that. Negative times negative, it will give you what? It will give you positive. So you multiply again, b times what? Times b, like that. So b times what? Times b. So b times b, it is going to give you what? B squared, like that. Okay, b times b is going to give you squared. So then positive times this negative. So if you follow it step by step, this is the simple thing that you cannot fail to solve. So positive times negative. So positive times negative, it is going to give you what? Negative, like that. It is going to give you negative. So this square root, this whole thing, this square root, okay, the square root of this thing multiplied multiplied by this square root. So we have already multiplied the signs. Okay, we have already multiplied the signs. Now we are multiplying this square root by that square root. What is the answer? This square root by that square root, what is the answer? So take it, for example, you have this, we have the square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2. So the square root of a same number, when you are multiplying the square root of the same number, when you are multiplying the square root of the same number, I want you to get this. The answer is the one that is inside. Okay? The one, it is the same. The answer is the same. You are going to get the same number that is inside. So the answer, when you're multiplying the square root of of the same number, you are going to get the answer as 2, like this. So when you're multiplying the square root of this one, the square root of that one, the answer is 2. Same applies when you're multiplying the square root of 9 times the square root of 9. The answer, you're going to get this. This is the answer. So the answer is 9. So now how do you get 9? How did they get these answers? How did they get these answers? So let's say square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of what? Of 2, like that. So what you do, you first multiply the numbers, okay? You multiply the numbers inside. So this times that, it is going to be what? This times this, it is going to be 2 times 2, it is 4. So now what is the square root of 4? So the square root of 4, it is what? It is 2. Okay? That is what they did. So the same thing again. The square root of 9 times the square root of 9. So 9 times 9, you find that 9 times 9, it is what? It is 81. Okay? So now what is the square root of 81? The square root of 81, it is 9. So that is how they proved it. Okay? So we are going to solve it the same way. We are going to solve it the same way. We are going to solve this square root the same way. So mean that when you multiply the square root of this one, it is just the same as this one. So you're going to have this same answer which is inside. Okay? So you're going to have this same answer inside. So mean that when you multiply this square root and this square root to cancel, this square root to cancel that. So we are going to remain with what? With just one answer of the same, which is under a square root. So which is the answer is what? Is b squared minus 4ac. So don't forget, here we are supposed to multiply. So I hope you've understood. So what has remained is this one. So we are multiplying 2a times 2a. So what is 2a times 2a? What is 2a times 2a? So 2 times 2, it is what? It is 4. Okay? Then a times a, it is what? A squared. So if you are multiplying the same letters, then you need to increase the square by 2. Okay? So the square, this one is power 1, this one is power 1, so we add the powers when you're multiplying the same letters, like that. So now here, so if you look at this one, it's b squared minus b squared. B squared minus b squared, it is just the same as 0. B squared minus b squared is going to give you 0. Okay? So we are solving what? Alpha what? Alpha beta, like that, is equal to, so b minus b, it is just 0. So you can write 0, or you can just leave it like that. It is 0. So what has remained is this part here. So this part is negative 4ac, like that, over 4. So that is, this is 4. Okay? So here there is negative 4 and there is there is 4 a here. This is 4a to the power t to the power 2. Okay, so this is just the same as writing it like this. Alpha beta like this is equal to negative 4 times a times c. It is just one and the same like this. 4 times this the square of a, it is just the same as a times what? Times a, mean there are two a's here like that. Then you know that during secondary school we're dividing indices, so this is what we're doing. So this a goes with that a like that, then this goes with that, then what is left is what? The negative part here. That is the negative. So we say alpha beta like that is equal to, so this is just negative times what? Times c. So negative times c, just negative c like that. Then this is what? A is just alone here, so you just put a like that. So this is the formula for what? For the product. So this is the formula for the product. This is the formula for the product. For the product, okay? Then this is the formula for the what? For the sum. For the sum, we had found that it is what? It is for the sum, which is alpha plus beta, okay? Alpha plus beta, we said that it is just equal to what? It is, so this formula, we said that it is equal to what? Negative b over what? Over c, over a, like this. So you need to know these formulas, these two formulas. These are the two formulas that we'll be using when we start solving questions. So in the next video, I'm going to do the questions on this topic. Now we are going to solve questions on this topic. So this is how we derive this formula. So remember to practice it. Just get the question, just get the quadratic equation and start doing this just for a practice, because the question, there is a possibility that you might be asked these questions. I've seen some past papers, they asked these questions, especially at Kwame Nkrumah University. There are questions that they ask, like deriving formulas. So it is possible this formula, you may be asked to derive these formulas. So thank you for watching. If you are new to this YouTube channel, remember to subscribe. Okay, so remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also share the link to others so that we may revise together, we may solve together mathematics questions. And remember, if you need tuitions, okay, in natural sciences for mathematics, you may inbox me on this line. Okay, suppose you need to solve your assignment, so we solve assignment at a fee. So my number is +260 975334778. That is my number. So just get the quadratic equation, this one, and prove the alpha and beta. Just try to prove the alpha and beta. So in the next video that we are going to have, we are going to solve questions on this topic. Okay, thank you for watching. Continue having a productive